Atterbury, but 22 is a transfer from Hopkins, and John Hall used to coach at Hopkins. He's got some good athletes from that program. Shot now against Kuhn, who makes the save from the opposite side. That time the shot did go low, and he was right there. Nazareth clearing on the near side of the field. Flag down, delayed call. It'll be a free shot for McDermott. He takes a bounce shot, and Tybel makes the save.
We're going to have an offsides violation against Washington College. The attackman stepping on the white line. Referee had a good view. Last year in this title game, extra man opportunities were one of the keys. Here it is, right there. Little tiptoe, little tiptoe through the tulips right there.
Michael Wilson could not stay on sides. It'll be an extra man opportunity for Nazareth. Upstate New York, great stick skills. A lot of guys that can fire. John Hall's now on the sideline. Concerned, the first chance, 6-on-5 for Nazareth. Pretty good EMO opportunity here. 39% on the season is Nazareth on these opportunities.
Yeah, that's an excellent number. They've worked the ball around well. Last year in the title game, they had 4 extra man goals. Really one of the differences in that ball game.
Working in close, Rothfuss hits Dennis Foley. And Foley comes right in on top of the goalie. And Tybel looked him eyeball to eyeball. It's a 1-1 game.
Nice look by Rothfuss finding Foley. This guy Foley, he's hot. He's only a sophomore, 38 goals. He scored 15 goals in the last 4 games. You see right there, he sneaks in behind the Washington College defense. See, they're staring at the ball too much instead of watching the ball and swiveling their heads to see both the ball and their man.
Are they staring at the ball or staring at Rothfuss, the guy who takes 175 shots a season? I tell you, Rothfuss gets your attention, and maybe they're paying too much attention to him.
Foley's been the guy in the playoffs, though. 4 goals in the quarterfinals against Alfred and 4 last week against Ohio Wesleyan.
It's a 1-1 game. We've got 12 minutes left, plenty of time. About 3 minutes into this game, the Division III Championship, Leif Elsmo and Quinn Kesnick, our ESPN2 production of Championship Lacrosse from the NCAA. And now Washington College's Mike Wilson gets things rolling against the defense of Santana. Santana playing more to the field side now. Here's the feed out front, but that big defense in great position, Q.
Yeah, Garrett's on Fuller. You've got to keep John Fuller out of the danger area, out of the red zone there in front of the cage. If he's going to catch it, make sure he's at least 10 to 12 yards away from the goal.
This is Bond on Picoretto. Bond turns and fires well wide of the goal, but they'll get it back. Washington College closest to the ball when it went out of bounds.
I was surprised when I heard Bond transferred from Hopkins to Washington College. Take a look at the shot. Bond's a natural left-hander. He'll take this one right-handed. Doesn't have much angle, but he's got such a quick first step. He had a goal last year in the quarterfinals against, 2 actually, against Maryland in the NCAA quarterfinals for Hopkins. Had 1 in the out-of-bracket game against Notre Dame. So it's not like he was riding the pines at Hopkins, which is why I was surprised that he transferred to Washington College.
A good player from Hopkins, and John Hall's obviously happy that he came over to the Washington program. Here goes Pollock now, working the ball, looking out front. And Pollock gives the ball up to Dorst. Dorst getting a lot of heavy wood there by the defensive checks of Fritz. Fritz gives him a little bit of a wood there on that check, and the ball goes out of bounds.
Nazareth does not sit back and wait for you to initiate. They step out and play you. They're looking for the takeaway check. Scott Nelson has done a great job at Nazareth. This is his 12th year. He's won 82% of the games with the NCAA. He's got a title in 1992 and 96.
And Quentin, he really did build this program. He got there and really started this program. The program is only 12 years old, and it was Nelson who really was instrumental to get the whole thing going. Pay quick dividends when you talk about the history of a lot of great programs like a Hopkins. Here's 12 years and in many championships already.
Small school, about 7 miles outside of Rochester. The enrollment's only 1,300. So you know, it's a small school. They take their lacrosse seriously, though.
Similar to Washington College. Not a big school there on the eastern shore of Maryland. Washington in white as you look at Nelson on the sideline. The purple golden flyers. John Haas trying to settle things out. They had a quick whistle there. The ball goes back to Washington College. They're getting it all settled now. 1-1 the score. 10:40 left, first quarter. Championship action as Tomaso brings it in. Washington College, a lot of minutes on offense. Looks like it's part of their game plan, Quint. They're really taking patience on the offensive end.
Yeah, Coach Haas talked about maintaining possession, winning faceoffs, keeping the ball at that end of the field, trying to wear down this defense. They don't do anything fancy offensively. They don't do anything very risky either, but they play solid defense.
Bourget with the short stick check. Great check to put the ball down on the wet turf. And here comes Nazareth. McDermott breaks through inside the defense of Washington College. McDermott makes a great left-handed move, but Washington College is back there to lock it up. Trent Brown brings it out and settles down. McDermott made some sensational moves, but Washington College plugged up the middle of the field. No fast break.
The Golden Flyers want to run. Washington College got to get back to the hole and stop those transition opportunities. And that was nice hustle by those midfielders to get back on defense.
McClone playing defense on Brown, and Brown rips it. He comes with the left hand, rolls back to the right, and Trent Brown gets the second goal for Nazareth, 2-1. They lead here in the first quarter.
This is spectacular placement on this shot. Trent Brown will dodge left-handed turn and fire. Doesn't have much to shoot at. Watch this angle, though. Right over the head of Andy Tybalt. Didn't have much, but he found a little opening. Here it is again. This is not bad defense. He's got to stick in the numbers. But credit Brown with spectacular accuracy.
And when he goes up high, 24th goal of the year, he goes up high. That's a big target. He is 6'5", goes up with the stick. Very tough to make the check. Washington College trying to get the next faceoff. They do there. It's Tyerson, and Tyerson and company have won 3 of 4 faceoffs. Shot goes wide by Biberbach. And behind it'll be brought in by Mike Wilson. Good look there at Jamie Pollock, number 39, but now back to the ball. Wilson brings it in, gives it off to the top, and here is Dorst, who's been handling the ball a lot. Short stick defender against him. They'll try to take advantage of that. Sivalier is the short stick defender behind, but now they go to the wing, and again, Ben Marchant will just take some air out of this ball. Big check by Nazareth, then a shot wide. Again, they back it up a little bit like the Maryland offense that we saw in the Division I champion, or semifinals, I should say. Very patient, back up the shots. If you're going to shoot, shoot high and wide.
The tough thing for Washington College is finding the matchup, because Nazareth has 4 excellent defenders on the field right now.
Great check from inside, could not stop the redirect of Michael Wilson. It was Wilson crashing in for the left-handed finishing shot. It's a 2-2 game.
And I think that's going to be the secret to Washington College scoring goals today. They've got to work the ball. I don't think they have the one-on-one advantage. I think if you just try to beat Nazareth one-on-one, it's not going to work. Here's some good ball movement behind the cage, one touch inside. Easy goal right there.
Ben Marchant with the assist.
Marchant to Wilson in front. Fritz had some problems inside on that pick for Nazareth. I think that's a key. You can't dodge against these Nazareth defensemen. You've got to draw and get the ball moving.
They made it look easy there. 2-2 the score. Washington College with a big lead in time of possession. And here they come again off the faceoff. Looking for help. But Gilbreth gives it up, and here comes the Shoreman. Tomaso just waits as fresh players come on. Far side is Atterbury. Fritz had the matchup there against Tomaso. He didn't like that, so Tomaso gives up to Bond. Bond working against the checks of Picoretto.
When Bond goes hard, he's tough to cover left-handed. He's extremely quick.
Again, looking to the crease. They're trying to get Tomaso on the cut. Kept a little bit too short. Here goes the fast break for Nazareth. Do they have numbers? Garrett looks, gives it up in the middle. Rothfuss comes in, hard shot. Oh, it comes off the top of the stick.
They're going to get Rothfuss for a warding off call. He's strong, and he dropped his shoulder and lifted his elbow. Here it is again. Watch the ward off. He'll just run right through him with the elbow.
Looked like a great play to me. His hand was almost down by his side. It did not look like a ward.
Yeah, if his hand's on the butt end of the stick, usually they don't call that.
Well, the ref was not in position. He wasn't in our position. He was between the body. He was behind the body, and it looked like with the force that Rothfuss knocked the defender over with, you thought he must have had to push him. But on the replay, the benefit of the angle we had, the shoulder came down. He just knocked him down. He kept his arm pretty much to his side. Trent Brown with the ball. Ball gets behind now for Nazareth. Golden Flyers with Spada. Spada back to Brown, 6'5". Really handled back there as he goes up top. DeWall going one-on-one, got double team. Watch inside for the shot. Big check. The shot came off of the stick of Civalier, but the check from Washington College was just in time, took it wide.
Washington College, much like their coach, John Hawes, who played defense in the early 80s for North Carolina, was the outstanding defenseman in Division I lacrosse. They are a conservative defense. They move their feet. They don't throw many fancy checks. They pride themselves on not getting beat one-on-one.
Nazareth making 4 passes to the backside, and here is the pressure. Trying to push it in. But Petro cannot do it. Short stick defender doing a great job locking him up. It's Oakes. Oakes on to Petro. He looks behind for help and finds it with Spada. Spada working his matchup. Going tough against McGilvray. A lot of action out in front. They're looking for the cutting midi on the far side, but Washington College doing a good job of staying with the cutters. And now they call another play. This is Civalier. Opening things up against the short stick on this side. He's going against Biberback. Civalier takes no angle shot, and it goes wide. Right-handed shot from that side again. Not much to shoot at. We've seen a goal come from that side already, but 2-2 the score now. 6 minutes left in the first quarter.
Biberback, watch, he was in good position here, and he takes his wrap check behind Civalier and really gives Civalier an open lane towards the cage. He was in fine position. There's really no reason for that check. I'm sure Coach Hawes on the sideline not happy with that, because Washington College is doing a real nice job now in this settled defensive situation.
Trent Brown brings it in. Brown hammer from behind. It'll be a flag on McClone.
It's going to be a slash against McClone. Brown had to step. McClone, in desperation, really swung a stick to try to dislodge the ball. Here it is. You could hear it from upstairs, right there in the brim of the mask. And that'll be the second extra man for Nazareth. They scored on their first opportunity. If you remember, Rothfuss fed down low to Foley.
Got a lot of attention up there, and on the season they are about almost 40% efficiency on this extra man. 2-2 the score right now. Less than 6 minutes, first quarter, a lot of time left. And here is the pressure. Rothfuss up there, number 22. He will be a focus of this man-down unit. 6 against 5. Rothfuss takes the hard shot, and it bounces high. This field is a little bit damp, but you saw how firm it is, because that one really took off.
Yeah, and the ball will accelerate off the wet grass also. It skims. It's not a bad shot.
Foley goes to the wing. That's McDermott up to Rothfuss. Now they go backside. Oh, they couldn't get it into the stick of Spada. Spada could not handle. The throw came down from Serino. And now Washington will have it. They'll get a little bit of pressure from Nazareth, because Nazareth has numbers down on this end of the field, but they've got to really go ahead and try to rag them. They're not getting it done. Easy clear for Washington College. Shorman bring it down. So they dodged one there, it looks like, as Atterbury sets up. 2-2 the score still, with about 5 minutes to go in the first. Tyerson. Tyerson's he's a face-off midi. He gets a lot of work out there.
He does, and Atterbury also plays defense, plays offense. They're throwback type middies. Nowadays in lacrosse, we see a lot of players who have specific roles, but Coach Hawes has a lot of confidence in Taylerson and Atterbury, and he keeps them on the field for long stretches of time.
Adam Bond against Picaretto. Bond not looking like he's going to go to the cage. Picaretto playing good position. Bond's got a step. Looks back door. They wing it around. Looking to the front is Wilson. Wilson checked hard by the big defense of Ewing. That shot goes wide. And again, Washington College's Michael Wilson putting a lot of pressure on the goal, but the shot's not in the face of Kuhn.
Bond is quicker than Picaretto. Here it is. This is the last shot.
Wilson's coming in.
Wilson comes in. He draws the double team and takes the shot. But getting back to that point, Adam Bond is quicker than Picaretto. He's got to swing him to the left side. That's his favorite side. Use his move there, and then I think he'll have a shot. He's gotten by him twice, but he hasn't had the good angle.
Big wrap check by the great defenseman Picaretto, and he puts it down on the grass. Here they go. Nazareth, they've got some numbers. Far side, if they can get it to him, is Cooper. Ball comes in, and a shot to that side brought down by the defense of Washington College. The numbers were up top, Q. They didn't get it back up. Well, Fritz,
16 for Nazareth. Fritz, 8 goals, 5 assists on the season. He's certainly looking to shoot for himself. That was one situation where he probably should have given it up.
Washington College comes in and the check again from Nazareth, puts it down on the grass. Great check from behind by Boucher. And the goalie Kuhn out and looking a little uncomfortable as Atterbury's ragging him. Atterbury takes it out of the stick, and now Kuhn's got to go 80 yards to get back in position. He'll have plenty of time because Washington College will have to make about 3 passes. Kuhn lumbering back to that empty net, finally getting there.
Good time to get a shot on him. He's got to be a little winded.
Atterbury just rode him all the way down. Quinty didn't stop at the midfield line, took him into the other zone, and finally caught up with a stick. I think Kuhn probably thought Atterbury would have stopped at the midfield line. He sort of eased up at the quarter pole. Van Ogtrop working the ball behind now. Washington College again spacing out their offense, working the perimeter, getting a lot of space. The slides have to come a long way. Wilson slides but gets back up against Ewing. You see the turf causes you a little bit of concern, and the ball knocked down beautifully but picked back up. Nederland got a handle on that thing but knocked it down, and the Shoremen pick it back. 2-2 the score still, about 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Wilson's a tough little player. He only weighs about 135 pounds. Scored 3 goals last year in the title game. He does draw a lot of fouls because of his size.
Watch the move come in. Bond's looking for help. Bond gets a slide. 3 guys on him up top. Here's problems. And Kuhn with the big save.
Good save by Kuhn against Fuller. We can see Adam Bond drawing the double team, defeating Picoretto. But Fuller really not in a great position to finish that one.
Fuller gets that one though as he knocks down Rothfuss. Timeout called by Washington College. They've got about 2 minutes left. The game tied at 2. They won a nail one in the first quarter. We'll be back in a moment.
Washington College still with an extra man here. They'll have to face it off. They've got that extra man for 7 more seconds.
And Taylorman has been dominating
He has.
face-off. 5 out of 6 going to Washington College.
And that's really been the difference. They've had the ball the majority of the first quarter. They've done a nice job defensively against Rothfuss, the superstar from Nazareth. He only has 1 shot, and he's got 3 turnovers. That's Coach Scott Nelson on the sideline. Grew up in the Westchester area of New York, went to Yorktown High School.
And built that program up in Nazareth.
Built it from scratch, yeah.
So they'll send out number 32 for Nazareth. It'll be Nederland. They'll try to break that string and get the best of number 20, Taylorson. A lot of thoughts going in for the Golden Flyers, and I don't know what we're waiting for here, folks, but here we go. 15-minute quarter getting set to start. Quarter number 2. NCAA championship action for Division III. Taylorson in the white for Washington College. Gets locked up, and finally there's Nazareth coming off with a nice face-off by Nederland. They switch directions now. You'll see Nazareth attacking the end down here with Tybel in the goal. And here goes McDermott working behind. He's got the long stick. McGilvray working on him. Storr playing big defense here as Nazareth gets in front, and a great shot from close range by Spada. Spada ties this one at 3.
That's the best way to attack a checker, and Storr from Washington College is very aggressive with his stick. Spada just gets inside of his checks, leans in, and for a small guy, he makes it happen. 32 goals. Here he is, the senior. He's only 5'9". You can see all the checks, but Spada gets inside the stick. Little jump shot right there, beating Tybel to the near side. Here it is again.
About 3 cross checks there.
3 cross checks, and they're high, but Spada, real strong, only 5'9", good athlete, beats Tybel. No help for Washington College.
Not to get on any soapbox or anything, but that check right there, folks, is illegal in the rule book, but it's been very leniently called throughout the years, and refs just don't call it. Great shot from behind the back. Brent Rothfuss came along with the right hand, got the attention of the goalie, Tybel, and just whips it behind his back.
That's why he's got 45 goals for a midfielder. That's his 2nd shot of the day, 1st goal. Looks like he was running out of angle here. Watch this. Sensational. Right in the lower corner.
Makes it a 4-3 game. Nazareth now with 2 straight goals gets the lead. They started this quarter 1 down. Now they lead by 1, and they've only used up, Quint, 30 seconds of the second quarter.
You've got to lock up on Rothfuss body on body and punish him anytime he comes close to the cage.
Tommaso now comes up with that face-off. Good one for him, and an underarm shot knocked down by the defense. It was Garrett getting some shoe leather on that one. You know, Rothfuss, even though he's wearing purple, he's wearing that famous 22 number that the upstate New York folks like a lot. We saw a shot like that by the great Casey Powell in the Division I semi. Atterbury working against the great Tom Fritz. Uh-oh, he's got a little bit of room. Trying to get it over the side to Tommaso, who couldn't pull it down.
We got an interference call, yeah, inside. Washington College, they're working the ball up top. A lot of picks and cuts underneath. And Picaretto called for the interference call. You're not allowed to impede an offensive player as they cut to or around the cage.
Washington College is 0 for 1 in the extra man opportunity. This will be their second. The new face out there that we haven't seen too much, 25 on the left-handed shooter side. He shot the last opportunity, as a matter of fact. That was his first shot of the game for number 25.
That's Low Payton, 39 goals. This is his role. When he gets the ball and shoots it, it's going in 6 out of 10 times.
Working it behind, looking for open people is Pollock. If they get it up top, Atterbury goes all the way across crease to McCarthy. Up top again to Atterbury. Big check in his face. Now things are even.
Excellent defense. Excellent defense by Nazareth. Washington College patiently working it around, but nothing was there. Someone's got to step up from the outside and stretch the defense.
Coming in close with a check from behind. Nazareth very accurate with their checks from behind. Once they get beat inside, they really are lethal with that last-minute check. Atterbury now with a nice matchup up top. He's got Ewing with a short stick. And a shot in close goes high and wide.
Little shake and bake by Atterbury on the top side. Quick change of direction. You can see with his left to right abilities, he's tough to cover. You don't know which way he's going to go.
And Alex Ewing, one of their best long sticks players, number 35, is there with a short stick right now. So you've got a lot of defensive talent in there for Nazareth. Too much time. You've got 10 seconds to get it back in that offensive zone when you're on that half of the 50-yard line, as it were, and they did not get it done. It'll go back to Nazareth. 3 scores for Washington College, 4 for Nazareth. The last 2 by Nazareth, the only ones to score in the second quarter. They did it very quickly. Throwing it out of bounds and back to the Shoremen. 12 minutes left of the second quarter here for ESPN2's coverage of Division III final.
Dan Garrett, senior, transferred from Herkimer Community College. Terrific athlete in high school, football, basketball, and lacrosse star. 3rd team All-American last year.
Sherman bring it over. This is Jamison Miller. No, it's not. It's 26. This is Marchant. Now they give it up to Atterbury, who really controls things. No, this is 43. I got to catch my numbers here from up top. Dorst. Dorst gets it in close, and that shot wheeled around in front of Fritz. Great shot by Marchant, 26 inside.
Marchant's a late developing player. Went to the Severn School down near Annapolis. He's coming into his own.
Brother Milford, a star at Hopkins. Washington College still with more possession time. First quarter shots were 14-7. Washington College 2-1 in shots, and you might guess that because they sure had a lot more possession time than Nazareth. The Sherman working against that wet turf and couldn't quite keep the feet was John Fuller, the finisher up there working on the long stick. Look at the big checks of Garrett. Everybody's slipping a little bit over there, Quint.
Yeah, Fuller's got a bad ankle also. That's not the matchup you want for Washington College. Fuller with a bad ankle dodging against Garrett, who's got great size and speed. Fuller's got to stay in front of the cage, play his role, which is really a finisher.
This is Dorst up the back to to Marchant again. Marchant against the big check to Tom Fritz. Fritz strips him. And the ball to Pollock. Washington College staying out. Oh, a trip call there. It'll be against the long stick Picaretto. And a delayed flag will give them a shot, and then a 6-on-5 opportunity. Nazareth leads by 1. Second quarter action.
Coach Hawes wanted a tightly called game because the Nazareth defense is so aggressive.
Good shot from out front by Dorst, and that'll stop the clock. Easy save by Kuhn. 0 for 2 on these extra man opportunities for Washington College. They only had one shot in the first one. They didn't even get a shot in the second opportunity.
Now, their extra man does not look good right now. That last penalty, they didn't even get a shot. Didn't lose the ball, but certainly not generating quality shots that you'd like to see. They outshot, as we mentioned, they outshot Nazareth 14-7 in the first half. A lot of those shots really weren't the top quality shots.
Justin McCarthy, number 14 out here. Just a new face for this
no, he's
a different formation as they move something different. They're trying a 3-3 here and rotating out of that, Washington College is.
That's where Fuller's dangerous, right there from about 7 to 8 yards. He catches it and turns quickly with that right hand.
Fuller took it from Pollock, and that'll be inbounded by Miller on the far side. It gets up top. Pollock to the wing. Atterbury on that left-hand side right there. Back up top, watch out, plenty of room. Easy catch by Kuhn, who was standing there waiting for it. Not a great shot again as Pollock let it go. And teams are at even strength as Garrett brings it up. Looking for the fast break, watch out. They couldn't bring it down. Spada wide open inside. It was a great look by Garrett. Spada just couldn't bring it down.
He had him wide open. Washington College with some poor communication defensively here. And Garrett just lost it behind Spada by about a foot.
That could have been trouble for the Shoremen, but again, they dodged that bullet and go back for some more possession time. Atterbury brings it down. Fritz really working him. Great checks. There's another one by Fritz. He puts it down on the grass. He'll have a fast break. He's off and running. He's got help in the middle of the field. Lays it up into McDermott. He couldn't pick it up, but the backside does. It's Trent Brown, and he'll settle things down. They missed the last two transitions, and Q, I think they're going to go ahead and take their time and set up an offense.
Yeah, they need to have a nice slow-down possession here, give their defense a little rest. Tom Fritz with the serious stick check right there.
Very accurate. Watch Foley come in, and he takes it off the iron. Check from behind. It'll be a slash call against Pollock. And this will be another EMO.
Watch Foley
for Rochester, from the Nazareth folks.
Sophomore from the Albany, New York area. Spinning and lunging towards the cage. Here's another look. There's the slash. Got him in the back. Foley hitting the crossbar. That's a nice move right there. Foley
about a half inch
played in the Albany area. That's an area, Central New York, is really gaining a lot of high school programs in that area starting to compete.
Spada up top as they go through Rothfuss now up there. 1 for 2 so far, the extra man for Nazareth. This unit's got some firepower. Rothfuss still parked up top as Brown takes it behind. They go backside McDermott up to Rothfuss. He looks for help back to McDermott. They continue to look to the crease. Far side help. Picaretto now top to Brown. Brown comes in close. He gets shoestring Burke. A check there, and then clothesline. I was trying to say up around the neck. They took him down, but Quint was along his shoulders. It was a good check. Ball still inbound.
That's going to be a push on the far side. Oh, I can't believe they didn't call the push right there. This is some physical play. Taylorson getting dumped. Here's the first one. You'll see the ball. There's the one-handed check, and then there's the clothesline up by the neck. And this should have been a push here. He gets it from behind, not here, but the next one, Taylorson will get up, and now he'll get dumped from behind, right there. In my book, that's a push.
Here's a shot, and Nazareth gets another goal by Trent Brown. That puts him up by 2, 5-3. His second goal of the day. Brown at 6'5", tough one to cover, and he gets the better of Washington College.
3 straight goals for Nazareth. They trailed entering this quarter. Here's the feed up front. Just some nice ball movement, and Brown, little shake and bake, stick side bouncer. The key there is Taylorson stepped out to Brown. Brown used Taylorson's momentum and stepped around him.
Washington College has to split for about 8 minutes. Here comes one off the fast break, off the faceoff. down low. Brown again, and it's snuffed by the defense. He picks up the loose ball, goes back door. Broke. Spada makes it a 7-3 game.
Key there is Nadalin winning the face-off.
6-3 it is. 3-goal lead.
Getting it going for the Golden Flyers. Brown with the shot blocked by the defense. But then the Washington College defense lost their men. You'll see Spada parked on the backside, catches the feed from Brown and beats Tybal near side.
2 goals in 11 seconds for the Golden Flyers. A 6-3 score, a 3-goal lead with 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. Washington College yet to score in the second quarter.
And after shooting the ball 14 times in the first quarter, they really haven't generated many quality shots here in the second quarter either.
Here goes a fast break for the Shoremen. They'll get it over to Adam Bond down low, and that'll be a goal for them. An easy finishing shot by Johnny Fuller. They got it to the right man. That was picture perfect. Bond knew Fuller was below him. He gets it down low, and it was all over. 6-4 now, a 2-goal lead for Nazareth.
And he is so solid down low. They win the faceoff. He takes that step, improves his angle, and lets it rip. Fuller out of the boys Latin program in Baltimore, Maryland. He's been scoring goals. He's a second all-time leading goal scorer at that high school, and he will become one of the all-time leading goal scorers before it's all said and done at Nazareth. As a freshman last year, he had more than 30 goals. This year, he's got more than 40 goals.
Stops the 4-0 run for Nazareth, and here they come with the face-off again. This pace really picking up. That one a little too tricky, and I'm sure Nelson not happy with that. They had a great chance to put something in the face of Tybal, Quint, and they just threw it away. Far side ball loose still. Trying to clear it up is Washington College, and it's knocked back by the goalie. Kuhn came up and knocked that ball back into his offensive zone. Right 10-man right in close. They tried to get it inside to Foley. Foley was going to backhand that one, but he couldn't collect it. And we got a white push in front. Push
Washington College, yeah, pushed Nazareth into the crease. So Nazareth with the ball. Scotty Nelson signaling the offensive set that he wants to run, or fixing his hat. I couldn't tell.
Looked like a play to me. I think his hat looks fine. We've got 3 goals scored in this game in 22 seconds. The pace definitely picking up as these teams get a little bit settled. Nazareth couldn't handle it. Great hustle. Here comes Washington College moving it down. They've got some numbers. People unsettled in the defensive end. Up top, Bond gets it again to the big finisher. Fuller takes the shot off the iron. Everything getting a little bit more intense, Quint. The pacing of the game, a lot more hits in the second quarter.
There's always some nerves when you're talking in the championship game, but there are no more nerves right now. These players are out there letting it all hang out. Watch. This is a pipe shot. John Fuller just sells out there, making the check, and then we're going to have a push violation against Nazareth. No love lost between these two teams either. Washington College was downright bitter after last year's championship game. They were upset. They played a great effort. They let it all hang out, and they lost, and they're looking forward to this rematch.
A little bit of controversy in the final face-off of the game, but Nazareth won a big overtime game last year. Obviously, both teams remember that game. Push call, a warding off call, rather, I should say, on the offensive end. It'll be Nazareth trying to keep it in. They go far side and do. 6:12 left, second quarter. 6-4 the score in favor of Nazareth as they push inside. That shot off the feet of Tybal. Good shot by Rothfuss.
That was almost the exact move that Rothfuss scored last year in the title game. We showed you up front in this show, that right to left bounce shot, but that time Tybal got his stick down to the turf and made the save.
Spada gets it out to Brown, the big target. Now he gives it to McDermott. McDermott's got a short stick playing D on him. He'll try to get a shot off, and he gets his feet caught up. The check catches him in the face mask. Boy, that was a tough one because he really got caught up in his own footwork, and he started falling, and the check for Washington caught him in the face.
He fell into the check, exactly. Pollock, Jamie Pollock makes this check, and he's aiming for the glove, but you'll watch, see the foot right there, and he falls basically into Pollock's check. Nothing Pollock can do about that. It's completely accidental, but the fact remains he hit him in the helmet, so it's a penalty.
He will get an extra man play. 2 for 3, Nazareth EMO. Lethal. 2-goal lead for them, and here is their 4th chance.
That's the difference in the game right now. Nazareth able to score 2 goals in extra man. Washington College with no extra man goals.
Big shot from the wing by McDermott, and he will follow it out. It'll stay with Nazareth. Inside, Nazareth wheels and fires. 33 with a great move. It's Foley who brought it in and just gave a 360 around the check. Buries it for a 3-goal lead. 7-4 now the score.
Marvelous handle by Foley. He had no right catching this ball. Made the catch, did a full 360. Watch the body control right there. That's a beautiful catch. Does a 360, stays out of the crease and finishes. That's his second of the game.
And his second EMO score.
Talked about how hot he is. He is hot. He's on fire. He scored 8 goals in the first 2 playoff games. He's got 2 already. He's really stepped up for Nazareth.
Procedure call gives the ball to the Golden Flyers. 5 minutes left in the second quarter. 3-goal lead. Nazareth now setting up the attack. DePietro brings it out to the wing, settling things down. Going against the defense of Bieberbach. Trent Brown with a little bit of a post back there of X. Trent Brown all by himself. Trent Brown's defenseman went over, and he did not give it up. If DePietro gets it to Brown, Brown had the whole backside to himself. Washington College benefits from the double team. Harrison looking for help, finds it in the middle. McGilvray now looks at 3 defensemen in front of him and just gives it up to the wing. Atterbury.
Good clear by the long sticks for Washington College.
Atterbury with room, and he comes in with the left hand and buries it. Sneaks that behind Kuhn, making it a 7-5 game. 2-goal lead now for Nazareth. Washington College not taking much time to score. Almost a reverse of the first quarter where they took a lot of minutes to get their goals. Now they're getting right to the goal.
He took Rothfuss to the cooker. Rothfuss really known for his offense. Atterbury can do it at both ends of the field. Beating the goalie between the legs. That's a nice recognition by Atterbury. You got Rothfuss, who's really predominantly an offensive player. You take him behind the cage and you say, hey, I want you to play defense. That's why guys in the NBA always play. They take Iverson to the hoop, and they take these offensive superstars to the hoop. And that's what Atterbury did right there.
Trent Brown trying to take Tybel to the hoop. Goes wide. And now Nazareth with the possession off that face-off. 4 minutes to go in the first half. 2-goal lead for the Golden Flyers from Nazareth. They will take the ball behind and set it up with Bourchier to Trent Brown. Brown looking for the cutting McDermott. Nazareth really controlling the face-offs this quarter. They're 6-2, 6 out of 8 in the second quarter after being handled a little bit in the first quarter. McDermott coming down, double team coming, and he just throws it right into Tybel's stick.
They got some numbers here if they can push it.
This is Bieberbach coming up to Bond. Bond's got room. He's going to take a shot. He does, and he finds the corner. Now it's a 1-goal lead for Nazareth. 7-6. It's 2 straight goals for Washington College.
Every time Bond handles, he's been able to make something happen offensively for Washington College. He's got that quick first step right there. Beats his man and lets it rip. I don't think he knows that he's a lot quicker than these Nazareth defensemen, but he is. If you just watch, he's by these guys every time. He has got to go to the cooker.
And Ewing's the guy he beat on that little swing from left of goalie front to his right hand. 1-goal lead now with 3:20 left. Scoring pace really picking up, and Washington scoring 3 of the last 4. Come in front again, watch out. Oh, Bond off the pipe.
He had him. He had Ewing again.
We'll take a short break and come back for the final 3 minutes of the first half. Stay with us.
Just what does it take to get in shape and stay that way? If you think you need to go to a gym to lose weight, get in shape, and have a body like this, think again. This is Bowflex, A real workout at home that's so good, we guarantee results in 6 weeks or your money back. Think about it. You could get results like tighter abs, finer lines, a stronger chest, and more defined legs in only 6 weeks. It's not magic, it's Bowflex. All of the most effective exercises, plus a great aerobic rowing feature, ready for a quick workout whenever you are. Nothing could be easier. The results you want are only 6 weeks away. Don't think about it anymore. Take action. Call us and ask for a free video and brochure on the machine that works like an entire gym, but fits anywhere in your home.
McDonald's Big Beefy Quarter Pounder with cheese. Just buy any size fries and drink and get one Big Beefy Quarter Pounder with cheese for just 55 cents in a My Size meal.
55 cents? How much is the quarter pounder if I buy a small Coke and fries?
55 cents.
How much if I buy a strawberry shake and fries?
55 cents.
The deal is in the meal. My Size meal at my McDonald's.
The 97 Mazda 626 LX Special Edition. Lease for $229. Add rich leather and the lease goes to. Add air and a silky automatic and the lease cruises to. Add power everything and the lease rolls to. Add the best basic warranty in its class and you get the idea. Lease or buy for $17,895.
Do I like to shop? Oh, yes. How you doing? Franks and beans? Aisle 5. Beans and Franks? Aisle 7.
Hi.
Fat-free. Nothing but carb. Check this out. You are 1 millionth shopper! Even at the supermarket, you can do more with the American Express card. I love this card.
You're looking at Bird Stadium. The weather is turning out to be just fine for championship lacrosse. It's the NCAA's production of Division III Finals. Nazareth against the great team from Washington College here on ESPN2. And this one is coming down to a very close matchup. Nazareth now leads by 1 after Washington has scored 2 in a row.
And there's the guy, Bond, making it happen for Washington College. His quickness, he's got matchup problems. Nazareth has not figured out how to cover him one-on-one.
And Atterbury gets the corner. That was a rocket 3 for Atterbury. He's got a hat trick, and the game is tied at 7.
We
Three
talked
straight
about
goals for Washington.
They countered. Nazareth scored 4 in a row. Now Washington College with 3 in a row. Atterbury stepping up. Little elevator shot to the offside. Look at that thing. Pings right off the pipe. Perfect placement. That's the second time that Washington College has scored off of timeouts. They did it in the first quarter. They did it in the second quarter. And both times Atterbury has scored, it's been on feeds from Tommaso. You got to credit the coaching staff of Washington College, diagramming those plays, and then the kids executing.
They had 2 rocket shots from that side. The one by Bond just moments before that was about a 95-mile-an-hour shot that hit the pipe, and that one found the corner. Now they get the next face-off and are controlling the game. This game has been a little bit of a momentum shift that went from Washington to Nazareth and now back to Washington. Will be a delayed penalty against Santana. Washington College scored 3 goals in 40 seconds or 90 seconds.
The physical style of Nazareth very apparent with all the penalties. Washington College has got to make them pay for these penalties with some goals in their extra man. They haven't been able to do that yet. Santana will get flagged twice right there.
Washington
for a slash and a push. Yeah, Washington's 0 for 3. Last year, that was a huge difference in this game. Nazareth, 4 extra man goals. Washington College, none. And today, it's really been that same scenario.
Maybe Harsh used those timeouts right here. You saw him getting his troops ready, as Nelson says. Just do what you've been doing, guys. They'll start at 3-3. Atterbury up top as they get their motion offense going. Pollock in the corner. Dips it down to Fuller, and then they go behind. Now up top is LePayton has moved up to a higher position for his shooting. He started down low before. That's LePayton right there. Atterbury in that position. The right hand dips down low. And Fuller up high. So LePayton for the left, Fuller for the right. and 2 players behind. McCarthy brings it up, and there's the shot. Not much velocity for Lopayton. Had a man right in his face, and it was Prost who gets the ball back. Prost being ragged by Atterbury off. What do we have there?
Looks like a timeout now
for possession called by Nazareth. They wanted to maintain the ball. And we'll come back with... We'll come back with more from our championship game from Byrd Stadium in just a moment. 7-7 the score.
Bart's Water Sports, 800-348-5016 is your connection to the latest in wakeboard, skis, marine, and personal watercraft accessories. Bart's has the best prices in the USA and the largest selection of personal watercraft covers, lifts, and accessories. If you're looking for the latest in wakeboards and skis, props, covers, and accessories for your boat, Bart's has what you need. Give them a call today for your free water sport catalog. Bart's Water Sports, 800-348-5016.
Television stations need you. Medical companies need you. Computer companies need you. If you know electronics, top companies need you today. To develop the electronic skills employers are looking for, call ITT Technical Institute at 1-800-942-0099 for an informative brochure. That's 1-800-942-0099. But call now. Because aeronautics companies need you. Automobile companies need you. Robotics companies need you.
My sister did without for years to make this business work. Some morning she'd wake up, her back felt ready for a wrecking ball. She'd take 2 Tylenol, but hours later, pain had come back. She'd have to take more. She couldn't take it any longer. So her doctor said try a leave.
I can take just 2 Aleve all day. With Tylenol, I was taking up to 8.
So she tried a leave. Keeps her pain away up to 12 hours.
It's meant a great deal to her. Who did your hair?
Aleve. All day strong, all day long.
Next year, the NCAA Men's Lacrosse Finals move to Rutgers. Don't miss any of the action. To order 1998 tickets, call 908-445-2766. Order by March 1st, 1998, and get a free 2-foot by 3-foot poster commemorating the championship. Call now to reserve your 1998 championship seats at Rutgers. That's 908-445-2766.
Byrd Stadium showing you the greatest of lacrosse action. This is the Division III championship game. NCAA showing you the best of lacrosse, brought to you on ESPN2. Leif Elsmo and Quint Kesselnick. 1:30 left in the first half. Game tied at 7 as Washington College starts to go. They've still got some numbers. It's a penalty against Nazareth, and they've got some numbers for Fuller down in front. Fuller buries it. Fuller's second goal of the game and second of this quarter. He's starting to get loose.
Oh, he's the main man. You know, last year in the finals, he had a rough shooting day. He hit a couple of pipes. Weinberg made some good saves on him, but he's playing with a lot of confidence today, and he's finding his spots. There's certain spots in the field that he is money in the bank. Here it is. Handles down low, eludes the check, lures the goaltender off the near pipe, and finishes. And 4 goals in a row now.
And Beaverbox has assisted on 2 of the last 3 goals for Washington College. It'll go over to Nazareth on technicality. Nadalin will bring it in. 1:10 left. Washington College leads by 1. They've scored 4 straight. And that last one was an extra man goal, even though they had to bring it up from the defensive zone. They have lost it to the Golden Flyers. Trent Brown looks at the clock. Less than a minute. He wants to get this last shot. 6'5", looks for some help. Gets it out front to McDermott. McDermott down low has help. McClone on the left-hand side. Now McClone goes behind. McDermott with a lot of room. McClone trying to sneak inside. McDermott takes a shot, but easy save for Tybel. And a lot of time left on the clock. 30 seconds. Washington can get another shot. So a little bit early to the cage, Quinn. And Washington will have a chance to get another shot and increase the 1-goal lead.
And that's a save that Tybel has to make.
They call a timeout, Washington College does. And with 20 seconds left, they'll set up that last shot. Hoss. Great success calling these timeouts and bringing the play.
Yeah, they've scored twice off of timeouts. Todd Cavallero is one of his assistants. He's a former player at Hopkins, an offensive player. But Coach Haas, in his third year at Washington College, was an assistant at Hopkins for many years, defensive coordinator. Watch this last goal. This is Bieberbach. They're on the extra man, but they got numbers. It's really a transition goal. They slide up to him, leaving Fuller alone. And on this wet surface, it's going to be tough to come across the cage, break down and play defense against John Fuller. And Fuller does a good job eluding that check. He steps up much like a matador. And the Bulls come in charge, and he steps out of the way and finishes.
He really eyeballed the defenseman first. He played the defenseman first, and then the goal second.
Right. He could have let it fire right away, but he just increased his angle substantially. And Kuhn came off that near side. He's a veteran. Fuller certainly had the ability coming out of high school to play for many Division I programs. He liked Washington College. He liked Coach Haas. And he was one of the key recruits when Haas took over this program.
Let's see the play they set up with just seconds left. Big pressure put on by Fritz. And finally, they get it to the sideline out of bounds off of Nazareth. And still 10 seconds to go. Washington will have the ball.
Fritz will mess up any play that Washington College puts in. They've got to figure out a way to get the ball away from number 16 for Nazareth because of his checking ability.
It's Atterbury against Fritz. This is our Nike face-to-face at a critical time in the game. They want to increase their one-goal lead. The double team there, but Atterbury's in close. He gets past the double team, and unbelievably, Kuhn is forced to make a save. 8-7, 4-0 run for Washington College to end the first half. There'll be a penalty, 2 penalties. Looks like against Nazareth in the face of the referee. The second half will start with some people in the box. We'll settle that for you when we come back to that second half. But first, we've got a halftime for you. Washington up by 1.
Monsoon. Now there's premium sound in the unique interior of their Hummer. Monsoon. Power, attitude, audio for the road.
Jerry Maguire on video.
Breathe, Jerry. Help me.
Help me. Help you. Tom Cruise.
I'm happy to entertain you.
Academy Award winner Cuba Gooding Jr. Jerry Maguire on sale May 29th.
Gordon, right?
Yes.
Have you ever worked with anything high-tech?
No.
Thank you for the resume.
But we're looking for someone with
More education.
some experience.
Good luck to you. What you don't know can hurt you. So let ITT Tech help. Call 1-800-942-0099 for an informative brochure. That's 1-800-942-0099.
Next.
I don't care how much friction there is between us and our parents right before college. Most of us know that they'll miss us, and that they're sad when we go. But that's nothing compared to the way they feel if we don't come back.
Back to Byrd Stadium for half number 2. Leif Ellsbury, Quinn Kesnick. This is our ESPN2 production of the Division III Lacrosse Championship. Washington with a big, strong last part of the second quarter. 4 straight goals actually gave them this 1-goal lead, and they will take possession. Each team down a man because of some personal fouls at the end of the first half, Quint.
Yeah, Garrett went off for unsportsmanlike conduct for Nazareth and Atterbury for Washington College. So right now in this situation, it's a 5-on-5. Basically, each team has 9 players on the field right now.
Here's that matchup that you like so much, Bond against the long stick of Picaretto, but they get it out front. Atterbury, a real valuable part of the offense, not on the field for Washington College right now. Bond, the transfer from Hopkins, working the left side, gets in front. Look at that strip, though. Finally, Picaretto gets the better of him. He had the step inside, but the late check gets it. Picaretto goes back and gets it into his goalie, Kuhn. Off and running, Rothfuss. He's got numbers. Coming right down the middle, makes one move. He'll have a shot from out front. Takes it backside to Trent Brown. Down low, wheels inside and can't beat Tybalt. Not much room left for that shot, and they finally got it off. Foley down to his knees, Q.
Yeah, Foley didn't have much angle. Tybalt just cut off the inside pipe. You think Trent Brown maybe had a better shot than Foley.
Or Rothfuss, both of them. Bond now gets the ball back. Atterbury on the far side is back on the field. And we're over a minute into the second half. Teams at even strength. Here goes Bond. That quick move inside. He's got to step again. Gets inside. Figueredo has some room and hits the back of the net. Kuhn picks it up, caught off the angle beautifully. Gets it off to the wing. This is Ewing. Ball down again in the middle of the field. Dangerous place for Nazareth because here comes Atterbury. Atterbury will just calm things down. There was some defense for Nazareth in front of him. He gets it back out front. Van Ogtrop takes the hard shot and beats over the shoulder of Kuhn.
7th goal of the season for Van Ogtrop. His first of the afternoon. Just a strong right-handed dodge. Straight overhand shot. Kuhn not up to the task. Here it is again. This is a second chance opportunity. Washington College did a great job stopping the Nazareth clear. This is just a strong move. Van Ogtrop with some good size and speed. He leans in and lets it rip.
McDermott a little slow getting over there to play defense.
Yeah, you got to get some body on that. McDermott's not the biggest kid. He's got good feet, but he's got to get out and give his goalie a little more support than that.
Nazareth got the initial face, but it's Washington College coming up with possession. They'll be ragged down there by Spada, but bringing the ball up is McGilvray.
5 in a row for Washington College.
2-goal lead for Washington College, 9-7. Early moments of the second half, a 5-0 run for the Shoremen. Big check from behind against Bieberbach. And here goes Garrett. Can't get the connection. They've had a tough time getting their clears going. They've got a few unsettled players on the far side. Let's see what Washington College does.
That's the second failed clear we've seen in the second half, and we're only about 3 minutes in. They're just forcing themselves to play too much defense. They've been outshot in this ball game, and that will continue if they can't get the ball out of their defensive zone.
Cavalier playing defense on Pollock. Now they get it in close. Big hammering check against Dorst. Finally make a connection and get the ball up to DeWall. Got Trent Brown in front of him, and that's what he gives it to. Trent Brown, who can really stabilize your attack. 6'5". Takes it behind. He'll be defended by McClone. Brown looks to make sure all the numbers are on there. All his team has been switched. He's got the offensive people. Double team coming. Takes the shot wide. Backed up beautifully. Look up front. Couldn't quite get the connection. Great check out in front by Dorst. And picked up by Washington College. Marchand brings it down.
That was a super check. Anytime you get the player stick on the ground, you know it's a sensational check. And Dorst right there heard his goalie yell check. Delivered.
Touched the ball. Washington College did. Look at Rothfuss, the big guy.
For Nazareth and
LePayton. For Washington College, no numbers.
Exactly. Well, yeah.
His success is tied to the extra man, which hasn't been very successful. LePayton.
Right. And Washington College done a good job against Rothfuss. Rothfuss has had about 3 shots actually, with 1 goal. That was the behind-the-back shot. He's turned the ball over 3 times. So certainly Washington College has solved the Rothfuss problem so far. Trent Brown, Spada, and Foley are the guys doing most of the scoring.
Trent Brown looks hard to handle. He's matched up with McGlone. And Spada behind has been very quick and, again, tough to cover for McGilvray. Spada trying to wheel inside, use some power against big McGilvray. He's got Trent Brown behind. Moving it back to X is Brown, looking backside for a cut. Here comes Rothfuss. He's got the backside. The whistle had blown. No, that will count. Rothfuss came wheeling off the top. They went back to X. Brown went back door to Rothfuss. Well played ball. Good eyes for Rothfuss to envision that cut.
And a big goal because it stops the 5-0 run. Rothfuss using some action in front of the cage. There was a double screen set for him. Washington College looks like they wanted to switch there. Bieberbach and Storer couldn't get on Rothfuss. We mentioned Rothfuss quiet, and there he is, 2 goals. This guy, he'll be there. 175 shots on the year. You're not going to keep him silent the whole game. No way.
9-8 the score right now. Washington College still the lead. Here comes Trent Brown. He rockets this one. He's got rope, and we've got a tied game. 9-9. 5 minutes into the second half.
Hat trick for Trent Brown. He is hot right now. 7 seconds. That's all it took. Nadelin pops this forward. Brown steps up with the elevator shot. And Coach Hawes can't be happy about that. He had a nice little lead, and he's seen it evaporate. Here's Nadelin. Brown, top shelf. That's an elevator shot. You start at the first floor, you elevate up to the top.
Nazareth has done this before. Spada Rothfuss scored within 30 seconds early in the second quarter. Then Brown and Spada scored within 8. And here they go again. They score in spurts in Nazareth. And it starts with the possession. There they go again. A great shot from the left-hand side. And now Nazareth has the lead 10-9. 3 goals in less than a minute.
Wow, real quick. Nadelin pops that face-off. Taylorson will go off. We'll see a new face-off man for Washington College. It'll be Tommaso, and here it is. Nadelin wins 2 in a row. Comes down. It's covered well. That's one that Andy Tybel would like to have back, I think. He's been so consistent all day, but this is one, looks like he just didn't see it. He knew it was going low, but never really got his eye on it.
And didn't really try and get it. It was an off-speed shot that he probably didn't think was coming. Absolutely. That one goes in. 3 goals in 17 seconds. Here comes Washington College. They've got a 10-9 lead now. The Golden Flyers. Garrett gets it back to Kuhn, and he looks for the outlet. Rothfuss pulls it down. He's hard to handle. Atterbury's in front of him. He runs right over him. He's got some space. Behind the back to Brown, who can't collect it. He'll try to calm things down against the defense of Harrison. Rothfuss really shows some power for a guy who's not that big.
He's stocky, though. He's about 170 pounds. It's all muscle.
Goes out front against Bieberback. He'll get a little bit of an ISO right here. He wants the right hand. Goes behind and can't get it. A clean pass to Trent Brown. Just threw it right by Brown. Looks a little tired, Rothfuss does, from that end zone to end zone run.
You got to credit Bieberbach and Tommaso for Washington College. Little double team there.
I tell you, Washington College looked like they had things under control, and the flying team from Nazareth, they really turn it around in a hurry. 17 seconds to score 3. That was a 5-0 Washington run before they just took the air out of that emotion. On the other end, it's Bond, who just rockets it past Cone. It's all tied at 10, and we are only about 6 minutes into the third quarter.
Bond has 2, and I'm going to pound this point home. I think Adam Bond should be going to the hoop every time he gets the ball. Here he is against Fritz. Fritz is a stick man. He likes the checks. He tries the back check. Bond frees himself up for the right-handed shot for the goal. He's picked it up in playoff games. 6 against Roanoke in the first round, 2 last week. He's really found a niche on this team. He's so versatile. I think that's his strength. He can dodge, he can feed. He's got a decent right hand, as we just saw. Sometimes he prefers the left, so it's tough to cover him. You never know what Adam Bond's going to throw your way.
And he's played the big-time schedule coming from Johns Hopkins. Up in front, Trent Brown makes a move inside. He's got space. He's got rope. It's hard for our statistician to keep up with it. This game is off and running. 1 goal lead for Nazareth.
Unbelievable fireworks here in the third quarter. Trent Brown with 4 goals. Everything he's throwing towards the cage is going in. Just a right-handed sweep between the legs of Tybel, and he's not happy with that. Decent defense. It's one that I think Tybel wants back again, but Brown, tricky. You know, the first one he drops his stick like that and lifts it. That one he drops his stick. Tybel's probably thinking he's coming high with it, and he puts it low between his legs. So credit Brown with some crafty shooting, some deception. He's working Tybel. I think he's in his head right now.
And he's tough to cover. He's 6'5", very lanky, strong, and a good shooter. Nadelin brings the faceoff down. Brown, 4 goals and 1 assist. A good day for him. Serino running against Atterbury. They really ask Atterbury to play both ends of the field. Unusual in this day and age of lacrosse. Big shot. The bounce takes it out of bounds. Serino really let it go. And the goalies have been quite busy in this second half. Neither one had a chance to really get comfortable. A lot of shots coming. Sereno now taking it back to the left-handed shot. Gets in a close spot down. Rothfuss makes the juke move. Back door. He's got the goal. Rothfuss had the slide coming in front of him. It was Harrison making a slide, but they didn't take the body out, and he was able to finish it from his knees.
That's the kind of guy you don't want to leave open in front of the cage. Rothfuss, 3 goals. Nice feed inside. Watch the patience by Rothfuss. Big fake, comes inside and dives and reaches around Tybalt, really increasing his angle, freeing up his stick. Right there, good fake. Beating Storer, who should have come with the body. You got to put Rothfuss down there. A stick check's not going to work. He's too strong. He's too quick. He's too smart.
He started this half with only 1 goal. He's added 2 in the first 7 minutes of the second half. We've got an illegal procedure against Washington. Again, Nazareth gets the possession. This is critical. They've had so many here in the second half. Needleman brings it down. He'll go off, and they'll balance up that midfield.
The tempo of this game certainly favoring Nazareth right now. They want an athletic contest. They want a lot of goals. They want a lot of up and down. Washington College wants to win faceoffs and control the ball.
Tried to force it inside. Nothing open there, and now they'll go up the other way. Tybalt, easy outlet. Van Luntz gets it to Bond. Bond's having a field day. He's got really the great ability to get open. And as Quinn has talked about, athletically looks like he can get the shots he wants. Washington College controlling the ball. Wilson now looking for help. Wilson gets it way out front to Van Ogtrop. Moving in, looking for the right hand, looks for a feed, back door, couldn't get it, a little bit too high. Wide open on the back door was Pollock. Just parked on the pipe, and it was a little bit too high. That could have been trouble.
We're going to hear more of Van Ogtrop as this game progresses. The last 2 times he's been able to defeat his man. I think Coach Hawes will go back to him. That's Scotty Nelson. He's got to be happy with the way his team has played here in the 3rd quarter. They were trailed by 1 entering this quarter. Now they're up by 2.
Sereno bringing it in against very active stick checks. Storer really working him over. DePietro. Short stick against him. He'll want to drive in on that right. He's going to wheel back. Here he comes. Resets. Oates playing good defense against him. Trent Brown. Tough target all day long at 6'5". Gives it over to Spada. Spada tough. Power double team behind is an open man. Spada takes the shot, and the delayed penalty. It'll be a slash call against Washington College. Another extra man, and a chance to increase the 2-goal lead for Nazareth.
Oh, Spada's a gritty customer. Watch him lean in here. We'll see the slash will come on the slide right there. Caught him in the helmet. But Spada, only, as I mentioned, 5'9", about 160 pounds, taking on defensemen who have him outweighed by 40 or 50 pounds.
Good look at McClone on the sideline.
McClone, yeah, he's the slasher. He's in the box.
They've hit on 75% of their EMOs. Their extra man has been lethal. 3 goals and 4 attempts. This is number 5. Rothfuss will set up top. They work it behind a Foley. Now back up to Rothfuss. Trent Brown right there. He's got a little space. Takes his time. They'll have a full minute to work this. McDermott works behind. Rothfuss gets a stick check at the end to take that one high.
Storer got a piece of it. That's a nice play by Nazareth, setting up their main man from about 10 yards.
He's parked over there. He's a big right-handed shooter. Takes away his angle, but he's got great velocity. Leaves Trent Brown up on the right-handed shot. In the middle is Spada. Spada wait. Oh, Spada was wide open. Trent Brown was looking at him, and he didn't collect the ball. Spada was open in the middle, and I think Brown was getting ready to redirect that pass. Lost it. That'll make them 3 for 5 at extra man opportunities. They've got a 2-goal lead. 5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Easy clear for Atterbury. Works in against the tough checks of Fritz. Our Nike face-to-face matchup right there. Taylorson, who dominated the face-offs in the 1st quarter. All even now, both teams at full strength. back there with that matchup cue. He looks pretty confident. Wheels back to the right, gets immediately a step on his defender. Met on the backside and a great stick check by Picoretto to bring it back out of bounds. Washington College will get a 2-goal lead for Nazareth. We'll continue with the third quarter in just a moment.
Just what does it take to get in shape and stay that way? If you think you need to go to a gym to lose weight, get in shape, and have a body like this, think again. This is Bowflex, a real workout at home that's so good, we guarantee results in 6 weeks or your money back. Think about it. You could get results like tighter abs, finer lines, a stronger chest, and more defined legs in only 6 weeks. It's not magic, it's Bowflex. All of the most effective exercises, plus a great aerobic rowing feature, ready for a quick workout whenever you are. Nothing could be easier. The results you want are only 6 weeks away. Don't think about it anymore. Take action. Call us and ask for a free video and brochure on the machine that works like an entire gym, but fits anywhere in your home.
Introducing the Ultimate Stuff by Hager. If you only had one thing to wear, this would be it.
Great crowd here with what has turned out to be a nice day to play lacrosse. 2-goal lead for the Golden Flyers from Nazareth, upstate New York. They're ragging hard and get the ball out of bounds. No, put back in play for Washington. It's on the ground now. 2-goal lead with about 20 minutes left in the game.
Scrappy play by McCarthy and Tommaso to get that back. Wilson had some problems with it. Fine stick check by Ewing.
Looking inside, backdoor shot, and picked up by Kuhn. That shot not well placed because it was right in his stick. You had a little bit of a target on that backside, but he really put it hip high right in the net.
Yeah, Kuhn didn't move at all. The ball just hit him in the stick. But as a goaltender on the severe angle shots, that's really what you want to do. Take away the pipe, keep your stick in the cage, and really close your eyes and hope it hits you.
It did that time, and here comes Nazareth with their offensive opportunity. 3:30 left, third quarter. Don't forget, last year, same matchup. There was a 3-goal lead for Nazareth that was evaporated by the great offense of Washington in the fourth quarter. Diving play, close. Is it Rothfuss getting another goal?
Yes, it is.
Backhanded diving play. He'll get a penalty, and he'll get his 4th goal of the game. He has a hat trick this quarter. Cream rising to the top.
That's right. Washington College did a great job in the first half, sliding to him. Here, he's isolated on the wing. No one helps him out. Beautiful shot right there. Rothfuss diving across the face of the cage with a backhander. If you're Washington College, you've got to go right there. You've got to go with some body. That little stick check there at the end is not going to get it done. 4 goals. He's got 3 here in the third quarter. Nazareth really controlling this half of the field.
And a 1. No, the penalty will be wiped out. Teams will be at even strength. And the face-off controlled by the Shoreman.
Rothfuss been productive. 4 goals on 6 shots.
Acrobatic shots at that. Remember the great 2 diving shots. The last one, he had the behind-the-back shot in the first half. That was dramatic as well. He's got the full arsenal. A 3-0 run for Nazareth. Don't forget, last year, they had that 3-0 run. It didn't hold up against Washington College. They're thinking about that. Nelson's thinking about that. And John Hall's thinking about that.
They've scored 6 out of the last 7. Washington College needs to control the ball more on offense, but it's tough to do against this Nazareth defense because they put a lot of pressure. They come out, they play it, they make you deal with their stick checks. Picoretto, Garrett, Ewing, and Fritz.
They got some tough size matchups like Trent Brown back here. He's giving a lot of trouble to McGlone. Penalty here gives it back to the Shoreman. 2:30 left, third quarter.
Play out, Jake. Good job.
Coach Hawes inherited this program, 6-8 in their first year. Last year, they made it to the national championship, and here he is back again in the finals. They've got a very young team. They've only got 5 seniors on this team. They've got 15 sophomores and 14 freshmen. So he's gone out, recruited some top-notch players, and he's got Washington College in their 7th national title game. This is a program that was excellent in the 70s and the 80s. They played for the title 7 times. They've lost 6, this being their 7th. So they've been the bridesmaid every time.
Couldn't get much closer than last year. Overtime game, sudden death. 11-10 was the final there. We're at 13-10 right now. Here's Fuller, the big shooter. Wants that right hand. Rolls inside, double team, just whacks that ball down to the turf. Boy, they came hard. Fuller just wheeled in, trying to get himself in position. And here comes the fast break. Trent Brown, far side. They're going to take it down low and couldn't even get the finishing shot. Trying to force it into Foley. Outscored 6-2 in the third quarter at this point. But here comes the Shoreman. Bounce shot off the face mask of Cohn. Great stop.
That's a great save by Kuhn. Moving his feet. His stick wasn't on it, but he got his face mask there.
Another dive, this one for the Shoremen. They get it with a penalty. Much like Rothfuss, they mirror that effort. And this one by Fuller brings them back to within 2, and they'll have an EMO.
John Fuller, fantastic. Diving in front of the cage. Watch this toughness. He's playing with a really severe ankle injury. Just flinging himself in front of the cage. There's going to be a foul here at the end. Watch the goalie come down a little rough there on Fuller. Fuller's a big boy, though. Played linebacker in high school on his football team. He's a great hitter. He's got good timing, and right there he showed his tenacity. He'll sell out for a goal. I mean, Fuller's the type of guy you could cut off his arm if you just let him score a goal. That's all he wants to do is score goals.
Well, he's got a lot here. He's got 3. 2-goal lead. They'll have a man advantage. Let me see if they get this ball back. Yes. Minute penalty. So Nazareth tries to get the face-off here. Big possession. Tellerson comes up with a huge face-off. And now they will position their extra man offense, which has not been very effective today. What a time for them to shake the cobwebs right now.
Let's see if Lopayton can step up. He's been silenced. Came into the game with 39 goals. We featured him early. He's got 1 shot.
On the season, they're 32%. They're 1 for 4 today. They're being very careful. In front, Fuller bounces it off with Kuhn. Great block again. Kuhn's really making the great stops. He's getting right in front of those shots. Garrett splits 2 defenders. The riding team can't get it. Timeout called by Nazareth. They want to maintain that possession. They know how critical, with 38 seconds, they want to make sure they maintain a 2-goal lead in this third quarter.
Nice call by Scotty Nelson. Garrett was in danger there of not getting out of the defensive box in 10 seconds. That would be horrible to turn it over in that situation after your goalie makes such a fabulous save. So they're going to use their timeout. Now they'll get to clear it. Remember, they're still down a man.
38 seconds left to go in the third quarter. This one's shaping up much like last year. 2 goals separate these 2 teams. Last year, again, was Washington College making up a 3-goal difference to send it into sudden death overtime. Before Getz canned the winner and gave this team from Nazareth and Nelson the championship for Division III. These teams haven't stubbed their toes much this year. They've lost each of them to 1 Division III program. Salisbury beat Washington College.
This is the 3rd time in 3 years that Nazareth has played for the national title. 1995, they lost to Salisbury. Last year, they beat this Washington College squad. So these juniors and seniors now are playing in their 3rd title game.
McDermott tried to get it into the middle of the field. He was double teamed. This is trouble. Down low, Lopayton. He gets his first goal of the game, but McDermott was the one that threw it back instead of up. He should have thrown it upfield with not much time left. He put it right in the middle of the field for Washington College. Lopayton was drooling.
Oh, if in doubt, you just want to heave it out. Just get it out of your defensive zone, especially when you're down a man. Payton, we were waiting for him to explode. There it was, 60%, running through the Fritz double team, finding the offside. I think that's a key. You got to shoot to Kuhn's offside. He's been solid here with 11 saves lately, making a lot of stick side saves. Shoot to his offside.
McDermott with a huge mistake. After they called a timeout, they gave it to McDermott. He was double-teamed, triple-teamed by Washington and made a big mistake by throwing it in the middle of the field. Nobody reacted much to the ball either, Quint. The team from Nazareth didn't come to the ball very hard at all.
No, Payton didn't have numbers. He actually beat the double team. I think a lot of the Nazareth players probably thought he was just going to pull it out and work the extra man play. That's their second extra man goal of the day. Interesting, though, both of those goals really came on transition opportunities in the second quarter and now in this quarter.
Time winding down in the third quarter. One more shot here if they can hurry it up. Take a hard one, but a block by Tybel, and that'll be it. A one-goal lead for Nazareth as we head to the final quarter from Berg Stadium. Our coverage of Division III will continue. We've got 15 more minutes to go. This goal, last one by Payton, made it a one-goal game. When we come back, we'll find out who wins Division III for night.
Call it strength. A world leader in insurance and investment. Call it expertise. $450 billion in assets under management. Call it vision. Anticipating the opportunities in more than 50 countries. Call it innovation. Give clients smarter choices in a changing world. Call it AXA. Here you know us as the Equitable. AXA, go ahead. You can rely on us.
Sir, they're expecting you just down the hall.
I said a scalpel, not Excalibur.
Whoa, easy there.
Hey, human lightning rod!
TLC, adventures for your mind.
25 years of excitement, 25 years of action, 25 years of champions. All the best moments are here on Silver Celebration, the perfect video for every college lacrosse fan. Silver Celebration captures all the greatest memories from the first 25 years of the NCAA Division I Lacrosse Championship. Just $19.99 plus shipping and handling. Call 913-339-1906 for your copy of Silver Celebration.
Berg Stadium alive with anticipation because the fourth quarter is about to start for the championship of Division III Lacrosse. ESPN2 presents the best in NCAA action. It's Nazareth against Washington College, and we are set for the final 15 minutes. Lee Belsmo, Quint Kesnick. We've had Washington College start a little spurt of their own, and they needed it. They're back to within one now of Nazareth. They've switched sides, and here comes another fast break. Nazareth loves to get it moving quickly. Can't handle it, though, and the ball all over the field. McDermott, who made the last mistake for Nazareth on the clearing pass to give Payton the opportunity, now has the ball behind the goal. McDermott with some space on the one side, gets the ball checked down to the ground. Storr working him hard, and he comes up with teammate McGlone having the ball. Nazareth really doesn't sit on it very much, Quint.
No, they don't sit on it anywhere on the field. They push it from D to O, and they push it on O. They want that Syracuse-style up-tempo game.
Teams obviously have switched sides, going opposite directions for this final quarter of play. Setting up in the corner, Adam Bond. They like this matchup. They've got a different defender on them now. They got the big stick guy, Fritz.
This is Rothfuss and Atterbury, two of the team's best midfielders. Atterbury took Rothfuss early for a goal.
And now they switch up on him, and coming out from behind to help him out was Picaretto. Watch out, Bond coming around, and Kuhn stood up to it. Kuhn read his high shot and just took it out of the air.
Bond's got to keep coming. Take 1 or 2 more steps. It really improves his angle significantly.
McDermott brings it into the Nazareth attack area. They haven't wasted much time. In close, Rothfuss. Oh, he bounced it way in front of the goal, and it goes off. They will maintain possession. That was a chance for him to can one from close range.
Yeah, he was dumped by Atterbury as he shot. Both those middies really in the old style. They play both ends. John Fuller's got the ankle injury. You can see the wrap. He's had it all season long. He's a warrior, though. He's not coming out of the ball game.
Backside, no angle there. They try to push it in. He was in the crease, but they will play it on. And Tybel now takes the ball and moves it upfield very quickly. Here is Washington College. McCarthy. McCarthy's setting up now, and they'll attack into the field. Plenty of time left in this one, down by 1. DePietro in front of him with the short stick defense. Watch the long sticks coming. Garrett's close. Garrett will want to come. Here comes Garrett. And it comes too late. The right-handed shot beats Kuhn, and the game's tied at 13.
Spectacular shot by McCarthy. He opened the scoring today with a goal. You can see the quickness, a little roll dodge. Reminds me of the assistant coach at Washington College, Todd Cavallero. He always had that patented roll dodge. McCarthy, watch this right here, just spinning, opening up and shooting to the offside of Kuhn. Beautiful shot in the corner. Here it is again. Watch, he'll stop, roll, let it rip. Textbook right there.
And that ties it at 13. A lot of time left, and we're back to a clean page. This game is up for grabs. Teams have really gone on runs, Quint. You look at it. Nazareth 3-goal runs more than once, and 3-goal run and a 4-goal run for Washington College. This is a current 3-0 run for the Shoremen. Civalier's got some numbers. He gets it in front. South has it. He takes a shot, check from behind. Saving check at the last minute by Storr.
Nice play. Taylorson had fallen down by the box on a substitution. Nazareth, good recognition. They find the open man. Storr made the play, though.
Brown working against the tight defense of McGlone. And they work the ball behind now. Foley, another big shooter. Civalier with a little bit of room. Civalier left-handed shot and a great block by Tybel. Just dropped to his knees and smothered it to get the chest. Shoreman now on the attack. Beaverback, haven't heard from him in a while. He was a big asset with his assists in the second quarter. Here's the big guy on attack who made the last goal, Payton, working from behind. Payton dishes it out front, ball loose, watch out. Still loose.
Fuller is not shy inside. 37 went head to head.
Going off the field is Beaverback. We'll see what here. We'll see what the penalty is. Looks like a
moving pick. I don't know about that. Fuller with the hit. If anything, I thought Nazareth came in late and from behind. Coach Hall is not happy.
John Hall's a great player in North Carolina. You've talked about that.
Payton in the game now. He will, we talked about him being an extra man specialist. They should get him the ball. He's fresh. A lot of these players are tired. Payton at this stage is still fresh. It might be an advantage there.
And anxious to shoot, as you mentioned. Nazareth bring it down. Trent Brown going back up top. This is McDermott with the sweep. Looking for a little bit of room in front. He's got Oates playing defense. McDermott wheeling. 360 looking for help. Inside, he's got some room. Great shot that hits the iron. Comes off the post. They worked it inside beautifully. The shot by Boucher came off the iron. A lot of running gun for the Shoremen. Watch out here as they bring it down. Van Ogtrop tries to get it up in front of Bond. Couldn't pick it up, but Bond has time to get it back.
Big play by Fuller. Second chance opportunity. Van Ogtrop kind of forced that first one. I think Washington College wants to slow it down here, possess the ball, make Nazareth play some defense.
Figueredo's back on Bond that time. Fritz had been on it before. Fritz now in the game looking for backup right here. Here comes the slide for Nazareth. They've got people in the middle. Garrett, the slide package from inside. Watch out. Bond has some moves coming around. He's open. Bond pressing in. Ball is still loose. Ewing comes up with it. Goes back to Kuhn.
He's an inch away from finishing off so many of these plays. He just can't make that last step and handle.
He's got to develop that dive shot that's been so effective for Rompus and others. Wrapped up, McDermott is, and the ball pushed back down. Sherman trying to get it, then they finally do. Great move by McGilvray.
Big time ground ball for the long stick right there. Coming up with it, dealing with the pressure, getting it to your midfielders.
Pollock gets it in front and a block. Beautiful shot from out front. That was trouble because Dorst had a lot of velocity on that one. Knocked down by Picaretto. Timeout by John Hawes. He says, let's get this thing settled. Game time. We want one more. 9 minutes to go. Let's get the lead.
Are you ready for summer? You can have a slimmer waist, a firm stomach, more energy. Look and feel your best this summer with the new Nordic Track Plus Series skiers. We've streamlined over 100 of our parts to help you streamline yours. Nordic Track users see dramatic results in as little as 12 weeks.
Within a couple weeks, I was already seeing results.
This summer you could be slimmer and healthier.
Since I've started using my Nordic Track skier, I've lost 15 pounds, toned up, and feel great.
You could lose more inches and get your heart in shape. Start now. Look and feel your best this summer with Nordic Track. We're so confident you'll see results. If you don't lose at least 10 pounds in the first 60 days, simply return it for a refund. Satisfaction guaranteed. Get results you can measure with Nordic Track.
Starting at just $19.95 a month, there's a Nordic Track skier priced for everyone's budget and fitness needs. Order by May 31st and get no interest and no payments till September 97. Up or in soon. Call now.
Crowd on their feet, anticipating the eventual winner. This one going down just as closely as last year's did. It was tied at 10 last year, tied at 13 now. We went sudden death overtime last year. What will happen here? John Hall's just called a timeout. He's going to his big man Bond, Q.
They've had success off the timeout situations. Watch for Bond to try to draw a slide from the defense, draw the double team, and then pass off.
Picaretto out there, but now they give the ball up, and it'll be Tommaso working out front. Tommaso working on Boucher.
Tommaso's got 2 assists, both to Atterbury.
7-on-7, slide coming in there. Somebody's open out front. 2 guys are on him. They've got somebody open out front. Bond comes in front, and the slide came from Garrett. That time he almost went 1 step too far because Garrett had a long reach and got something on it.
I tell you, he is so close to having a monster game. Time in, time out. He's making the penetration, losing the ball at the last second. Credit Nazareth. They're swarming to him. They're coming to him, making it difficult.
You know he's been a handful all day. 8:22 left in this game. And very patiently, Tommaso comes inside. John Hall's wanting to take some time to set up what he hopes is the winning goal. Tommaso, 7-on-7. Hoping he's lucky. Inside, watch out. Bond again, wants to wheel back. Into the middle, 14 takes the shot. Couldn't get it to stick. McCarthy couldn't get it going. Now, running the other way, here comes Rothfuss, the great All-American. Numbers not on his side, but here's Trent Brown in close. And a great save by Tybal. Fetlow went high. Tybal didn't budge.
Not only did he make the save, but he caught it. And so now Washington College will get to reset. Huge one-on-one save.
That whole offense for Nazareth took about 4 seconds. And here we are back with Washington College holding the ball. 7.5 minutes left. A lot of tired players out there. And that move not very strong by Tommaso. Let's see if they take their time. This is the long stick guy, Fritz. He's met at the box. Fritz doesn't mind taking a shot. He's pushing inside. They don't want to hold it. Dumps it in close. The finishing shot again. Tybal makes a save. Ball still loose. Tybal with 2 huge saves in the last minute. They are putting it in his face. Tybal comes all the way out to help. Gets the ball down here. In trouble if they cannot collect it, but Tybal does. Just fires it up out of danger. Not a bad move. Here comes Garrett. Great saves by Tybal. The last 2 were sensational and very important. Game tied at 13, 4th quarter. McDermott comes in and misses by 2 inches. Brown, far side.
A lot of pressure on Tybal right now.
Last 4 goals for Nazareth have been unassisted, and they are setting up one of those right now. Power play, Trent Brown, in close, basket! He's got rope! Brown makes it a 14-13 game. 5 goals for the 6'5" attack player.
One of the reasons those goals are unassisted is because Washington College, they're not helping each other out defensively. Brown's not the type of player you want to throw the over-the-head check to. He's tall. He's got good stick protection. Here it is. You'll see Harrison go over his head. Right there. That's not the time of the place for that over-the-head check. Tybalt was close to making the save, but Brown's got 5 goals. None more important than that. Here it is again. Right there. He tucks his stick and shoots. That's where you just want to put your stick in the numbers and ride the player away from the cage.
5 unassisted goals for Nazareth. And Trent Brown from the Syracuse area, the West Genesee program that has produced so many great players, showing some great ability here.
Trent Brown went to Denison right after college, transferred to Nazareth. We've been talking so much about Bond being the transfer.
Shot in a goal. They're going to say no. Step in the crease. Very close on that one. They won't have the benefit of looking at it again. Maybe we will, but I'm telling you, that shot was dramatic. He came in, he had all intent on making the score.
This is Spada. I think he did step in with his right foot. That angle wasn't that conclusive, but it looked like there was a cleat in the crease. The referees made that call and made it quickly.
Washington College now, again, will be careful, but they are down by 1. This is the big left-handed gun. Lopate. Lopate has played a lot of minutes in the second half as the ball is worked behind by Dorst. Dorst has the big guy Fritz against the takeaway player. He's got the big stick checks. Number 16.
He better watch out right here. He's got to move his feet. He needs help right now. He's got to have help from a teammate. He's going to lose it.
Dorst wants help. He's looking for help, and everybody's shutting off a man. They're trying to shut off the adjacent players. Adam Bond now with his matchup against Picaretto. Watch for the help. Bond has owned Picaretto a little bit today. He's got the quicker moves. He gets inside. Bond looking to tie the game. Picaretto doing a great job of staying right in front of Bond.
Nice defense right there.
Picaretto with a great check from behind. He has had sensational check from the backside. Now up to Garrett.
His best checks are when Bond gets a step on him. Maybe Bond relaxes and then Picaretto picks his pocket from behind.
Picaretto plays it from both sides. Watch out behind you. There is McDermott very coolly brushing aside the check of Van Luntz. 1 goal lead for Nazareth. 4:30 left in the game. Now, if they want to, they can sit on a cue. It's going to be hard for them to take some air out of that ball with a 1 goal lead.
They just want to work the ball to their top guns, to Brown and Rothfuss. That's not the shot you want right there from 12, 13 yards.
If they hold the ball for 4 minutes like some teams can do, they win the game. Will they? I don't think so. Looks like they only know one thing, and that's set up for an attack to the goal. Ball now out front as they change some players. You've got Silverlear in there with the ball. Silverlear moving to the right hand. Give it up. Finally does. Spada and Brown behind. They have been a workmanlike pair. Very tough. Ball off the defensive stick of Washington College. It'll stay in Nazareth's end.
Substitutions for Washington College. They're bringing in some fresh legs on the defensive end of the field. Scotty Nelson's got to make the decision. Do I hold? Do I tell the kids to go to the cage? I think they're going to hold, work it around, find the matchup, work for the layup.
.340 left. Great save inside. Ball still loose. Tybalt takes it up.
Monster save. The first one Tybalt got a piece of was just a huge save. The second one kind of hit him as he was down.
They were not interested in holding that ball and winning 14-13. They're saying, come on, we want more. And John Halls loves it because Oates brings it down and they have the ball. Washington wants to tie it up here. Atterbury controlling. Tremendous player. He's got a little move inside. Look at the double finally getting to him. Bond up front. McCarthy coming in. Big check from behind. And the ball's loose. Watch out front. Fuller can't find it. Today's attendance, 18,086, second largest in the history of Division III.
Nazareth's got to watch out for a 10-second count here. They had the ball. They've got a whistle.
Timeout called by Nazareth. Huge timeout for them if they get the ball up and hold it. But they wanted to get possession. They called the timeout before the 10 seconds, and they will get the ball back. Last year, Washington was 3 goals down in the fourth quarter to Nazareth, and they had to go on the offense to come back, and they did. This is last year.
Van Ogtrop to Wilson, getting his own rebound and sticking it past Weinberg. A heroic effort last season. Washington College came back. A lot of people wrote him off in that game, said they had no chance. Atterbury ties it up. They were going crazy. They took the momentum into overtime. But as you know, Nazareth won that game.
And right now, Nazareth, thinking about the last 2:40, they have a tough time holding on to the ball because they like to go to the goal. In the fourth quarter, only 2 goals, 1 for each team. McCarthy has 1, number 14, his only goal of the game, and Brown his 5th for Nazareth. 14-13 is where we are. 2:40 left. Timeout called then by Nazareth. We only get 2 ahead. Was that his last timeout? It could be. Timeouts left. None for Nazareth. Only 1 for Washington College. So they took away any kind of strategic move he might have in the last 30 seconds to get the ball back in his offensive zone. Brown has been named the MVP already. 5 goals, 2 assists. Or no, he has not been the MVP. Our booth was named the MVP unofficially. Dennis Ware cracks that statistician and put that in front of me. I thought, oh my gosh, they've named him already. But obviously he's a candidate for it with 5 goals and 2 assists, especially if Nazareth wins. Spading. Let's see if they take some air out of this thing, Q. What do you think? Back door! And they couldn't get the shot. Do you believe it? They're giving the ball back within 10 seconds of their possession. All they had to do was hold the ball, and they don't want to do it. They give it back to the Shoremen. Unbelievable.
Washington College has got 1 more timeout. If they get in any kind of trouble here, look for Hawes to call timeout.
Nazareth could just blame themselves if they lose this one. They had the ball and the lead and only kept it for like 5 seconds.
Twice. They went to the cage twice in the last 4 minutes, and they really didn't have to.
On the positive side, that was a slam dunk on the back door, and they just didn't handle it. Atterbury couldn't get it. Watch out on the far side. Fuller can't pull it up. His ankle looks like it's really hurting him. Up into the middle is McDermott. McDermott again bringing it across midfield. He's got some space. Down to his right. Players, oh no, blocked down by Washington. They can't sit. They want to look to the ball. Watch out. Bourget can't do it, and here comes Atterbury again. 1:25 left. The 3rd time Nazareth had it, and the 3rd time they refused to just hold the ball.
They couldn't take it out of the box there. I'm surprised the whistle wasn't blown when the ball came out of the box.
Well, they had players in the wing here wide open. They had a couple of options to sit on it, but they don't know how to sit on it. They don't want to sit on it. But right now, if they did any of those 3 times, they could be guaranteeing the championship. Adam Bond, he's got the tying goal.
It was just a matter of time before Bond was going to get inside and finish one. Exactly a minute left, and we are tied up.
Nazareth absolutely foolishly throwing it away 3 times straight, and Washington College finally says, that's enough. We'll can this one. 3 goals for Adam Bond, a hat trick for him. Nelson really giving it back to this Shoreman crew 3 straight times before Bond made him pay for it.
Unbelievable. We talked about if this game could live up to the hype of last year's game and the excitement, and it has.
It is. 1 minute to go. Game tied. Here's Nazareth trying to get it done in regulation. Trent Brown in front. Rothfuss, he takes it, but Tywell makes the big save. And they're going to give another shot in close. It's on the goal line. Right off the chalk. They pick it up, and here come the Shoremen with a chance to win it in regulation. Watch them call a timeout. They do. They have the timeout left, and they're being out-coached right now. Washington College had the timeout left. That was a shot in close. They could have held it for the last shot, and they didn't. They took it early, and consequently...
Watch this. This almost goes in. This is a great save right there off the face mask. Rothfuss was his shot. Watch the backhand shot right there by Spada. Almost goes in. It's about 3 inches in front of the line. The referee, watch, you'll get a great look right here. Oh, it's about 2 inches away. Terrific effort Either that was Nadelin or Spada. I couldn't see, but he barely got that in. That would have been a sick goal.
It's unbelievable to me that Nelson, over there calm as he can, he has had more chances to keep this in his control, and he refuses to accept any kind of control in the offensive end.
They've had 3 turnovers in the last 4 minutes with the lead. That was a nice effort, though. That's where you want Rothfuss to take that shot. Now, if you're Washington College, you've had some success off of timeouts. You got to send Bond to the cage or Atterbury. I don't think you want to match up on 16, Fritz. I think you kind of want to work off of what Nazareth sets. So if they put Fritz on the ball, I think you look to move it and attack the shorties.
Washington College looking for their first championship ever, and they could get it on this offensive opportunity.
They've got to clear the ball here now. And then once they get it in,
Tybalt easily throws it up to Atterbury, who has nobody on them.
Nazareth didn't even ride that situation.
They've got Fritz on Atterbury. Nazareth really looking to make it an exciting finish, and they have done that by giving it up. We've got a chance for sudden death overtime. 22 seconds left in regulation.
McCarthy's going to be the go-to guy.
McCarthy going against DeWall. DeWall will get some help. The slide coming from Garrett. Watch Garrett 24 coming up. Here comes Garrett. Garrett coming up. McCarthy takes a shot. The ball goes to Kuhn. Kuhn looks for the outlet. Fires it way up. 6 seconds left. Not enough time as the ball goes wide. Tybalt will take it. Folks, guess what? We're going to sudden death overtime.
Introducing the 97 Mazda Millennia. Lease $329 a month. Add plush leather and the lease remains. Add a power roof and the lease doesn't budge. Add 8-way power adjust on both front seats and then add exquisite sound and you get the idea. Now get the passion of the Mazda Millennia.
And in other news, police continue to search for kidnapped computer expert Clayton Rifkind. Mr. Rifkind is the best-selling author of How to Get Ahead in Business with Computers. Stay tuned for a detailed report after these messages.
Looking for a powerful business PC for just $23.99? Call now to own this Dell Dimension XPS, powered by a 200 megahertz Intel Pentium processor with MMX technology. It comes with 32 megs of SD RAM, a 512K cache, and this Trinitron monitor, a 4.3 gig hard drive, Microsoft Office, a 12x CD-ROM, and a 4 meg Matrox Millennium video card. According to the top 5 PC publications, Dell Dimension is the most awarded PC line of 1996. No wonder 80% of the Fortune 500 are Dell customers. Call to order your Dell Dimension XPS, powered by a 200 megahertz Intel Pentium processor with MMX. For just $23.99.
Thank you for calling Dell.
We're back at Bird, and this one's tied. We're going to sudden death. Our ESPN2 coverage. This is Bond tying the game moments ago.
With a minute to go, diving in front, backhanded, super play, taking Fritz, one of the best defenders in the country. Bond has had success all day. He hasn't been able to finish. He's gained the penetration. He's been in front. And that time, with a minute to go, he scores to tie it up 14-all.
Last year, Getz for Nazareth took the faceoff, went right down, got the ball back, and canned it within 10 seconds to win it. Let's see what happens this year. Washington College comes in, gets the ball, checked away. But Atterbury brings it back. Atterbury will get control. Watch behind. It's checked away at the last minute. Will it go out? Washington College can't collect the ball. The shortmen don't get it. And a great check from behind brings it back to the Golden Flyers.
Sometimes off that faceoff, you want to call timeout right away and set things up. They had some matchups. Nadelin for Nazareth, really not known for his defense. They wanted to keep him on the field. I think that's why they didn't call timeout right away. Nazareth, they've got to clear it. They've had some problems clearing it late.
John South in for the midfield, and Kuhn takes it all the way up. Can't get it cleanly. Watch out. They finally do. Borchet getting it down. Trent Brown behind. McDermott right here. McDermott in front. He won't be shy. Takes the shot. He's canned the winner. Nazareth has done the unthinkable 2 years straight. The miracle continues for the Golden Flyers, Division III champions of lacrosse.
Nazareth goal by number 20,
Washington College players, the Shoremen, let it all out in this game. You couldn't ask for more effort from each team. Nazareth cannot believe it. They have done the unthinkable, won 2 sudden death in a row against this great Shoreman team. John Hoss cannot believe it. It was there and just out of reach.
2 years in a row, same scenario.
Looks like a battlefield, Quint. The Shoremen still laying all over the field, absolutely emotionally broken by this second in a row sudden death loss. But Nazareth, give them credit. They gave Washington 4 chances to do it, and they come up victorious.
They had the game won late, they gave it back, and then they won it back. And McDermott, who had made that mistake earlier on in the game, scores the game-winning goal, his 29th of the season.
First goal replay for McDermott, and a big one it was.
Off of the clear, Nazareth brings it down. Tybal dropping a little low, and McDermott just puts it on the cage. I tell you, I've been a goalie in overtime situations. Just put the ball in the net. You are so nervous as a goalie. Great play by McDermott. Here it is. They clear it. McDermott takes it. There's no slide. He's feeling confident. From Garden City, New York, and he makes it happen.
Just like Getz last year in the midfield, McDermott this year makes the miracle a reality for the Golden Flyers. They are the 2-time champions of Division III lacrosse, and that'll do it for Nazareth. Championship in their pocket for Quint Kestagon, Lee Felsmo. The whole crew here is happy to have brought you the best in Division III lacrosse. That is it from